Today we're going to be talking about how you can be the best wide receiver on your team and get more targets. Now when it comes to getting targets and getting more receiving yards, we are only as good as our quarterback, right, you guys? And a lot of times wide receivers lack chemistry with their quarterbacks, especially at a young age. So something you have to do with your quarterback is try to carve out some time throughout the week and on the weekends to be able to work with him and build that chemistry. A lot of times, take it from me, I've experienced playing quarterback, and I would never throw to a dude that I didn't trust. If I wasn't confident that he wasn't going to catch the ball, I wasn't confident in how he was going to run his route, I would never give him a shot. I would never give him a chance. I would go to the guys that I knew because I wanted to win, obviously. So if you're not that guy with your quarterback, that might be why you're not getting as many targets as you would like. So I recommend 3 things you could do. After practice, try to spend maybe 15 to 20 minutes with him and try to just work out some different routes versus air, things he wants to work on. Number 2, during special teams periods, try to work with him on the opposite end of the field. Ask your coach, of course, but I would try to work with him, in the opposite end zone, work some red zone concepts, some timing routes, just to build that chemistry. And then on the weekends, your quarterback probably has a quarterback coach. I recommend going with him to that quarterback coach. You can get 1, extra reps, but 2, develop that trust and develop that relationship with him. Now, the second thing that you could do to help yourself get more targets, get more receptions, is know your playbook. I think a lot of guys don't understand like different route concepts, don't know how to get open on certain route concepts, so the quarterback doesn't give them the ball. And if you do that consistently over and over again, obviously the quarterback is not going to trust you in certain situations. So guys, you have to make sure you know your playbook down to a T. So what I recommend, make some note cards, you guys. Put the play on one side, put the name of the play on the other, review it, write it out, because I feel writing it out is one of the best ways to remember it. But make sure you know your plays to get more targets. Now, also, fellas, if you are a receiver and you would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this off season, we are traveling out to 15 different cities across the U.S. for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver camps. So guys, check out that very first link in the description below if this is of interest to you. We're going to be coming out to San Francisco, Orlando, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, Phoenix, Arizona. Then we'll be heading out to Las Vegas, Nevada, Seattle, Washington, Austin, Texas, Newark, New Jersey, Chicago, Illinois. Then we'll be coming out to Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, Columbus, Ohio, Boise, Idaho, and Los Angeles, California. So guys, our San Francisco, Orlando, and Phoenix camps only have 10 spots remaining before they're completely sold out. So if you guys would like to attend, check out that very first link in the description below. We'd love to have you there. Now, next thing you could do to get more receiving yards, to get more targets, is if you feel you're not getting enough targets, talk to your coach, but do it respectfully, you guys. I think that if you have a conversation with your coach and just be like, hey, coach, I want a bigger role in the offense. I want to play a bigger part to help the team win. Make it about the team, because it should be about the team and not just about you. Just don't go in there and go, I want this, I want that, I feel I'm better than this. Make it about the team. Make it about helping the team win football games, but just ask him what you need to do to be more involved or to get more opportunities. And what he's going to do, he's probably going to tell you like, hey, you need to work on your route running. Hey, you need to know your playbook. You need to work on your hands, etc. Then I would improve in those areas. But if you feel you're not being used properly, make sure that you have a conversation with your coach. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is understanding how to use tempo on your routes, but make sure you communicate that with your QB. So there are a lot of times, like I go over a lot of different like wide receiver moves, different things they could do on routes, but the problem is that receivers don't communicate that with their quarterback when they're doing it. So for example, like let's say I'm running like a post route and I'm going up to a post route and I use this like 1-2 at the top of the break, right? And if I use that 1-2, the only thing is that if your quarterback doesn't know that you're going to do that, doesn't know that you use that on certain routes, he's going to be wanting to throw you the ball and he's going to think that you're taking too long to get out of the break, so he's going to move on to somebody else. So I would explain to your quarterback, hey, when I see this look, I'm going to do this move. When I see that look, I'm going to do that move. And doing that type of like communication with him and having him understand how you're going to use different things to get separation can help him be a little bit more patient with his read. Maybe he drops back and he waits for you a little bit. Maybe he understands that the timing is going to be a little bit slower. So again, that all ties back into the very first thing I talked about, which is building chemistry with your quarterback. If he knows how you work certain moves and how you're going to work certain moves versus certain coverages, trust me, he will target you more at the ball. You'll get more separation, and that's going to make his job a lot easier to give you a catch.